Good morning everyone. Today we have a very cool and chill day ahead of us, and I think the first thing on the plan is this thing. So you probably remember that a few episodes ago I installed this lip, and now me and Sam have been talking lately and we both agree that these plastic things don't look very great on this car right now. And then a few days ago he sent me a very cool looking ladder on Facebook, and I was like, okay, I think we should delete these and have a look how it looks underneath, so we could see if we could remove these ones and still have a nice sleek look of the car. The only issue that I am concerned about is that these plastic bump stops, essentially, they are the ones that are holding the bumper to the car. So if we remove them, there might be some issues with mounting the bumper back, but I suppose we could just remove them. And also at the back, same thing there. We could remove them and see how it is. The beauty of Polish spring. Yeah, as you can see, I have that on the back as well, and I might be able to remove them. Also, I don't really like the big rusty spots, but I really don't know how to remove these rust spots from a chrome bumper and how to re-chrome the bumper. So maybe if any of you know how to re-chrome a bumper, you could leave some ideas in the comments, because I would love to have a nice fresh look on the car. And I really don't feel like being in this mud right here, so I think I just need to pump up the tire and drive here next to garage. Okay, tire is pumped up. Who parked this close? That was me. Okay, let's start the day. Okay, it's not looking as bad as I thought. Okay, so both of these are off. As you can see, this is what is holding the bumper. Two nuts essentially. This goes in, another from this side, and yeah, that's all. Very simple bumper mounting. So I don't really understand if this will look good because it's very dirty. So I think I will quickly give it a nice wash, and for that, oh, I can just take it off. So I'll just bring it into garage, wash it, and we'll see. I think it really looks much better now. Pretty clean. It's actually not in such a bad condition as I thought. I still don't know about the rear ones, but I think I'm starting to like the front. I might take off the number plate as well to see how it would look without a number plate at all. Yeah, let's try that. Voila la. I really like the look of this. It's looking very sleek. I wish we wouldn't need to run front number plates. Then it would look super good. What do you guys think? Should I keep this car without the plastics or with the plastics? I think I will leave the front bumper as it is now. I will not put it on fully. I will send some pictures to Sam, because Sam right now is very sick at home for the last few days. So that's why it's only me in garage, probably today and tomorrow. And whilst I'm doing things on the ladder, look who's in the garage here.
Hello, I'm here with my
Bondoogie.
daily Don't Boogie.
No, Bondoogie.
Bondoogie.
Yes.
This is official daily car because it have door cards.
Yeah, when you have door cards in a car, it's pretty serious.
You can clearly see this is daily.
Yes, very nice. This is for safety.
Yeah.
Yes, very nice.
When you have, when you have kids and you want to put them in a sleep.
You're just trying to say that you are a big child because you have a child seat.
Yes.
But anyway, what's the plan? Why is the car inside the garage now?
Fix the car for the season. Maybe not for drifting, but to just rebuild it after crashing. I will put new body kit, put a full interior, and yeah, just fixing the car after crashing.
Well, and also you're gonna change the whole suspension, right?
Yes, to BC Racing.
Finally, Boogie is joining the BC Racing Club.
Racing. And the whole new angle kit.
Oh la la.
Everything gonna be new, and I'll have a lot of clearance. And for now, I don't have like deadline. This car has to be ready. It's like I'm doing stuff because I
just
like
basically work on it when you can.
Yeah.
And if it will be ready by the beginning of season or the end of season, you'll take it out, I suppose. Yeah. Not bad.
This is my spare drift car.
Oh, I see.
Tech Life.
He bought this 2 years ago and he never fixed the front wheel.
Back.
Back wheel, yeah. I mean, it is very difficult to change these in electric scooters. But yeah, so Boogie will work on the interior of the car and I will continue with the back bumper of Lada. Of course, now that I need to do the back of the car, which is outside, it's starting to rain, so we need to do it very quickly. Okay, it's starting to rain very bad, so I think I will go back into the garage for now and close the doors. But yeah, now the bumper is a bit down, a bit lower than it should be because it's not holding on to anything. But I think I love the look. So basically I went to the shop and I got these specific nuts that don't have, how do you call it, head, I suppose, I don't know, they're just flat. And boom, just like that, both bumpers are in place. It's actually not looking as bad as I was thinking. I think it's pretty decent for today's job. And this is the other side as well. The only thing that bugs me is that there's a tiny bit of a hole here because the hole here is a bit bigger, but it is what it is. I might fix that later. And here is super nice. And I think slowly the look of the car is changing into something much cooler. As cool as you can get with a Lada, pretty much. And I think that will be it for the work on Lada today. I will just need to do one thing right now, which is of course take a picture for Instagram.
Morning, we have a next day, and what we're gonna start today with is opening some boxes. Now I know lately I've been just opening the boxes on the episodes, and I think if you watch probably 3 or 4 episodes back, every episode was me opening some boxes, but this is pretty much how it goes right now. It's just new parts for the Skyline mostly arriving. These are definitely a big pieces of the whole build, so let's open them. This one is very exciting, so let's leave it for later. This one is a bit less exciting, but still a good piece. Let's open it. So this box flew from Japan, actually flew 7 stars, my friend that sourced stuff from Japan. As you know, we are running S13 Dash in this car because Skyline Dash was impossible to find. It's not there at the moment. And probably this stuff is not necessary at all, but I like the idea of having full interior on the car, so we're gonna run the door cards, the carpet, and also these pieces. So this is the tunnel, center console, and this piece goes obviously where the cluster is. We're not gonna have an speedo, we're gonna have ECU master display here, but it's still good to have all these buttons and like stuff here. It makes you feel more like you're in the car when you're in the car than in a, you know, spaceship. So this car, when it's gonna be finished, is not gonna be looking like this, just empty box with a cage and just piece made from metal. It's gonna be nice, cozy space that you feel good in. So this is how it looks. Of course, this is a steering wheel for now. We're gonna run the Vertex one that I bought in Japan. But yeah, imagine now this, the door cards that we have, the proper carpet, nice seats, and definitely would make me feel better in the car with the full dash. Some people like the rally or raw look of the race cars and drift cars. I used to like it when I was like younger, but now I appreciate a bit of, it's not really comfort, it doesn't make you more comfortable, but it makes you feel more like cozy and comfortable, I guess. Okay, let's go and open the second package. So it was Ultrace last year. It was a very busy event for us. There was many people in front of the tent looking at Kevin, buying merch, and it was super hot, so we were just chilling in the shade behind the tent. And then there was some people, you know, coming and going, some people asking for pictures, some people want to talk about something, and everything was super hectic. And there was this one guy coming to say hi, and he was like fully suited. He was wearing a suit and nice shirt and stuff, so he looked like a businessman. And then Jimmy actually told me that this is art from Vibrant. Vibrant is a company from Canada. We always seen their parts and all the builds from Jimmy and his friends. Every car meet that we went to in United States and someone had an open hood, we always seen those flashy, nice, vibrant parts. It turned out that Artur, the nice suited guy, was actually originally Polish, and he was working for Vibrant. He also said that he liked Kevin and that they, as a Vibrant, would be happy to support us and our builds with their parts, which made me really happy. We always seen the parts, but we never actually felt about having such a nice parts back here. So since Ultrace, it's been half a year now, and the package finally came. So let's open it and see what's inside. Okay, so these are the parts from Vibrant, and I think what we need to do now is just open them to show you guys what we get and what they bring to the whole build. Some of them are just parts to install, and some of them are actually tools. The tools that are nowhere to buy here in Europe. So yeah, let's open and show you what one. Okay, so pretty much what we have here is a bunch of things, right? So we start with the tools. These are the tools. These are the tools to help us feed the hoses and the endings for pretty much transporting the oil between the oil cooler and between between a catch can and the engine, and also the oil filter, right? This is the sandwich and relocation for the oil filter, because we don't want to have it on the block, we're gonna have it separately inside the engine bay. This is the oil catch can. This is basically a container that your oil is gonna go to from the valve covers. This is braided hose that's gonna transport the oil, and these are the endings to connect all of those together. And these are the tools to help us connect all of these endings, fittings, hoses. Now these and these and that, this is for our exhaust system. So from the engine, it's obviously 8 pipes, 4 on one side, right? And from one head, it's gonna merge in this merging collector. It's gonna go 4 to 1 pipe, then it's gonna be 1 pipe till the end of the car. Of course, on the way we're gonna have some X pipe or H pipe. We're gonna have some V-bands on the way to be able to disconnect exhaust very quickly. We're also gonna have 2 of these flexi parts that basically gonna make your exhaust be able to be a bit more flexy along the way, so it's not stiff, it won't crack. Also, there we have a bit more pipes and a bunch of these exhaust elbows that we're gonna make the manifolds from. This all is gonna be very big operation to create the exhaust from the heads through the manifold, through these, and then onto this, then around under the car, onto these, and then obviously a muffler at the end and the tips. So the whole exhaust operation is gonna be very complicated. We're gonna make it here with the help of some very good professionals. Now finally we have all the parts that we needed to make this. So we're probably gonna do it next week. Also, the good thing is that we did exhaust in my 1UZ in a Miata. Exhaust we did very simply because we didn't have any space there under the hood. So we're gonna be able to compare the sound of this 1UZ with very simple exhaust, and this 1UZ is gonna be very much performance focused exhaust, right? This is all very nice, fancy and flashy tools and parts. Thank you very much, Vibrant, for supporting us. I really hope these gonna work fine, and we're gonna be putting a lot more of these parts on our cars. And with the Skyline, in following days we also gonna install the brackets for the radiator. We're gonna install brackets for the oil cooler somewhere here, and in general this engine bay slowly gonna come together, which makes me very happy. Today is 22nd of February, which makes it 1.5 months till I'll be away for a month, because me and the boys, we're going to Japan and to New Zealand in the middle of April. So I would like this car to start and maybe drive by that time. So we have 1.5 months to put this all together and to make it run before we go for a month. In the meantime, we are doing little by little, but progress with the engine block. Last time Adam installed the rods and pistons. Every single piston with the new rings is in. The next thing, a little upgrade, because pretty much we leaving the top end of the engine stock because of the budget, of course. But one upgrade that we're gonna go for is these, and these are ARP studs or bolts that's gonna go for the rods. Stock rods are installed and the bolts are here. We're just gonna replace them with the ARP ones, and this is pretty much the one little upgrade that we're gonna do to the bottom end of the car. The rods are the biggest limitation at the moment if we talk about the high RPM revving, but we figured that if we would like to change the rods for forged ones, then there's going to be the whole list of modifications to the engine. So if it would be just as easy as just replacing the rods with the forged ones, I would probably go for it, because it's quite expensive, but it's just a fraction of the cost of the whole engine. But because it basically is not the case, you need to change so many things and then do a lot of additional work to the engine. Yeah, the cost is just too big. So for now, we're just keeping the stock bottom end, and we're gonna see how the engine runs. We always can just keep it in mind for later, for a situation if the engine would, die, if we would bend the rod or something. This could be a stage 2 of this build, just putting a forged bottom end and properly balancing it and do everything properly. The problem with building this car at the moment and the engine is that if we would only build the engine itself, I would probably find the budget for it somehow. But because we're building the whole car around and the engine, the costs are like super big. When I bought this car, the chassis itself, we bought the chassis and a lot of parts, and the price for it was really good. So I was thinking, it's gonna be, I knew it's not gonna be cheap build and cheap drift car, because obviously it's a Skyline and the idea is pretty mad behind it. But we kind of at this point that the budget, we are way over the budget that we had for this build. So I'm trying to, just keep it reasonable. Okay, I think this is it for today. I'm just gonna leave Adam here to be focused on the job. I'll go home, still kind of sick. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Okay, today's next day, and there's only one thing we're gonna do today. One more package that arrived, and I really want to open it. And I also want to make a thumbnail for the video, which I want it to be the front of the Skyline, like kind of this shot. The box. It's a funny story with the box, because I've ordered mirrors from Australia because I couldn't find any mirrors in Europe. I didn't want to really have the same as in the Miata, those F1 style. I think they're nice, but it's just not the style for this car. So I ordered GK Tech mirrors. And the funny story is, like, Australia is literally down under, so it's super far away. And I ordered this on Monday and it came today, Friday. Actually yesterday, Thursday. 4 days. 4 days to come from Australia here. Just like the Ganador style plastic mirrors. Installation should be easy, but they don't come with any hardware, so I think I just need to find some hardware here. Okay, I found the stock mirrors, and I think we can use the hardware from the stock mirrors. I mean, I hope. Let's see.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me.
Okay, they're in. Now the one last thing to do is to put the front together and take a nice picture for thumbnail. Let's do it. Okay, and I think this is it. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.